With them niggas getting money and with niggas who gangbang. You niggas too friendly, you too strange. Cop some better work, hit the block, save up, get a new chain. I see my uncle hop in a new range. He taught me how to rap, bubble pack, now I got me some new flavor. I know y'all niggas thought that y'all had me, but the glick in the stash, she tried me. Get popped like acne, we got buttons on the back of them ratchets. Two turn can't relax me, rock designer, bitch, ain't none of us tacky. Ain't have nothing but some noodles in the crib. On that demon time, I move crucial with my blick. Baby, I'm a blood, but I be grooving with my sig. I be getting paranoid, bitch, don't be moving through my crib. No, it's RMSG, and I started this shit with Miz. Vamping in the jacks, they know I did this shit with shiz. We really put that bat on ass. We don't talk about them kids. They know I'm from the trenches, so it is what it is. Yeah.
Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy Norbs here with my special co-host for the day, my man Monty the Big Stepper. I call him Monty, aka, I forgot what I called you, but I'm sorry, bro. What's good, brother?
Brown, whatever you want to call me. What's going down? No, it's all
Downtown Monty Brown. That's what I call you.
Downtown Monty Brown.
So, man, so check it out. I just actually walked into this. This is crazy. I just went onto my Instagram because I was going to go live from it too, and I just realized that they Happy Punch, I don't know who that is, but it's an Instagram account, and they said PBC is reportedly ready to pay Canelo the $35 million that he's demanding from them. But there's a but in that situation, and the but is they'll give it to him if he fights Munguia, not if he fights Jermell Charlo.
You say Munguia?
That's what they're saying.
From PBC?
If he chooses to fight on PBC, if he chooses to fight Munguia, they'll honor the $35 million. If he does not, and again, I'm reading this off an account right now. You got Instagram, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna send it to you right now, Monty. That's what I just seen reporting. Hold on, Monty Brown. Here it is. I'm sending it to your Instagram right now, to your DM. Now,
that's weird.
That's extremely weird. I know he's a Golden Boy fighter. I didn't know he was signed to PBC, but that's what they're saying. What do you think about that? Because it's been reported that the holdup for the May 4th announcement is simply they want him to fight either Benavidez or what's his name, Munguia, and whatever, something about they don't want to pay him $35 million that they owe him for that. I think there's one more fight left on that deal, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong, Monty?
Yeah, one more deal. So reportedly to pay Canelo. Who is Happy Punch? Let's see how credible.
I don't know who that is, but I know there's been a lot about this. So what do you know about the whole $35 million thing?
Well, I know that the situation is, it's the last fight on the contract, and it's around the same amount that he's been getting. But I thought, it was upon a PBC fighter, right? So I thought it was going to be around Jamal Charlo, or David Benavidez or somebody in that nature that's on their in their stable. Yeah. But to say Jaime Munguia, who's with Top Rank, is kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? So when these things come out like this, you got to wait and see, because people say they have sources and things like that, and the news be totally backwards. You know what I mean? So there's something right here. This is like a curveball to me. It's hard for me to believe that they willing to give him $35 million to fight Jaime Munguia and not Jamal Charlo. So there's got to be a twist to this. Something ain't right.
Yeah, it seems like everyone out there, and a lot of these individuals, and I got a lot of respect for like Paulie Malignaggi, a lot of I've seen Sean Porter, Timothy Bradley he needs to be on the AKA I Hate Canelo fan club. There's a lot of negative press coming about Canelo. Like, Canelo could do no right in a lot of people's eyes. It doesn't matter who he fights. He arguably has the best resume. Not even arguably, he has the best resume in boxing.
There you go.
He's fighting everyone, but everybody is hung up on Benavidez. Everybody wants Benavidez. Benavidez this, and in my opinion, I believe he believes that he deserves way more to fight Benavidez. And of course, Benavidez is a bigger risk. He's a bigger name. He doesn't want to settle for less. And I believe he wants to get out of this deal and renegotiate a bigger deal, because he did say he wants to fight 5 more years. What's your take on that?
I think Canelo know that Benavidez is a big fight with him, right?
Yeah.
It just comes down to the fact of, when everybody try to tell Canelo what he's supposed to do, Canelo like, y'all don't listen. This is my career, right?
Yeah.
And we all know in this boxing business, it's chess, not checkers. So you got to make your next move your best move. He looking at Benavidez. He understand that, yes, they screaming Benavidez's name right now. But Benavidez's name can be way bigger. And he growing. And I respect Benavidez because he ain't the type that'll sit around and just, oh, Canelo's this. And all his daddy do a lot of disrespectful ass talk.
Yeah.
But Benavidez, he don't just dwell on Canelo. Like, if he can't get Canelo, he'll move on to the next best thing. Now he want it. Do he deserve it? I say he did enough to deserve it at the moment. But with Canelo, it's like, listen, man, this is my path. This is how I'm walking my path. When it's time for me to fight Benavidez, I'll fight him. He's not afraid of nobody. Let's get that clear right now. But he understands if I beat Benavidez right now, all they want to do is bring in somebody else, right?
Oh, he's ducking Crawford. He was ducking Charlo for how many years, apparently?
Yeah, ducking him. But then when he beat him, he gets no credit. And both Charlos. I don't want to hear people saying, oh, well, he fought the little Charlo. No, y'all say he was afraid of both Charlos.
Absolutely.
But when he beat the shit out of one, right? And I'm trying to hold down on the cussing. When he beat the mess out of one of them, then they don't give him no credit. And that's Jamel Charlo. This man was on the streak, undisputed, knocking cats out. But Canelo showed him at his different levels. And then, he cherry picked. He didn't want to fight this one. So it just comes down to the fact of, okay, David Benavidez, he right there, right? But if I was to beat him now, if I was to fight him, he's still young. So it ain't like Benavidez getting old and the fight getting drawn out. It's like if I beat him now, then they gonna say I caught him when he was young. And then not only that, they gonna go look for something new. Oh, well, he beat Benavidez. Now could he go beat
Bivol?
Yeah,
Better
be, right? So it's like it's never gonna be good enough. And Canelo been in the game long enough that he understand that noise. He know that, listen, if I beat this kid, it's always gonna be somebody different. So I'm going to keep moving how I want to move, right? I'm on this side of town, and when that time comes, it'll come. You know what I mean? So I think we'll get the Benavidez fight, but I think it'll be on Canelo timing.
Yeah, I believe. At first, I thought it was when he came out and said he's gonna fight an American fight, and he took a shot at Benavidez saying he's an American. I thought possibly May 4th, but my original analysis, I thought he was gonna take him next May. Maybe let him fight. What's his name?
Morrell?
Yes.
David Morrell?
Yeah. No. Whatever. I thought Benavidez was going to fight somebody in April. Originally, he put it out there. I don't know what happened. And then Canelo will fight him next year. And he came out and said he's not going to fight Bud Crawford, which a lot of people came out and are now saying that he's scared of Bud Crawford. And I'm just like, yo, Canelo could get no wins. Meanwhile, as much pressure as people put on him to fight Benavidez, Crawford doesn't want to fight Boots.
Thank you.
He doesn't. Like, how do we attack one person and not point out the obvious? Like, Boots is right there. Why not fight Boots? Is there a bigger fight for you at 147? No, it's not Errol Spence. You know, and it's crazy that they critique Canelo, but they're not critiquing Boots as much. I don't see Timothy Bradley going out his way to critique Gervonta Davis for not fighting anybody at 135. I don't see Timothy Bradley critiquing Bud Crawford for not fighting Boots. It's to me, it's just crazy. I actually seen, I don't know if it was Timothy Bradley, and it was somebody saying, Boots, just keep fighting, you'll get that fight. And it's just crazy. Like, why aren't people critiquing Gervonta Davis, critiquing Bud Crawford for the same things that they're accusing Canelo of?
I'm gonna say it like this with Terrence Bradley. When it comes to Terrence Bradley and Terrence Crawford, he's a Terrence Crawford ass kisser to the 1 million power, bro. Terrence Crawford whooped him in Spawn, and he can't get over it, right? Because Terrence Crawford whooped you in Spawn, I mean, he can whoop everybody else. So my thing with him is he like who he like, and when he want to big somebody up, he's going to big him up to the max, bro. Like, I think Provodnikov really beat some of them brain cells up out of Tim Bradley head. Like, seriously. Because he just hate to be hating, bro. When it comes now, my situation with this Terrence Crawford and Canelo situation is, like you say, Terrence Crawford looking for a payday to get out the door, bro. That's what he's looking for.
Absolutely, 100%.
He's looking to retire. So when you fought Errol Spence, the biggest money you ever made, the biggest stage you ever been on, and by you been up under Bob Earn for so long, he never felt that freedom before, bro.
Yeah.
So now when you get a little freedom, right, you get your first big win. This is the first time you ever did a big pay-per-view because all those pay-per-views flop. So now you know how to be noise. Once you get a taste of that spotlight, you want to try to say, what can I do to top this? And now you want to stay in that pay range of what you got with Earl Spencer. Now you're looking at Canelo. And now at first, like, go back and check the history books. He was afraid of Canelo. And I'm saying he was afraid. The man said, y'all think I'm Superman. Y'all think I can go up and this one Canelo was at 160, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all think I can go to 160 and fight Canelo? No, I'm not Superman. But now all of a sudden you beat Earl Spence, you can go straight to 68 your first fight and not only beat Canelo North. The worst shit is they say this man can knock Canelo out. 147 pounder, bro.
No, and the crazy thing is, right after his fight with Errol Spence, he said he wouldn't go up to 168, and then he changed it like a few days later. He actually did say that
when the hype train started coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate how many people really just continue to attack Canelo, and I'm like, bro, who else has a lineup like right now? Let's say I'm gonna fight Jermell, Bivol soon, Benavidez, Munguia. Like, bro, 168, it's stacked. It's stacked right now.
Yeah.
And he's not, I mean, I know Paulie. Paulie's a friend. You know, I've known Paul. Well, Paulie, me and Paulie went to high school together.
Man.
All the respect, but he hates Canelo, dog.
The passion. I mean, why don't the guy fight anybody? I mean, when you look at him, I mean, I like the guy, but why don't he like Paulie? Paulie a big hater too, and I like Paulie though, because one thing about Paulie is at least he's consistent.
Yeah.
Like Paulie don't switch up. Like if Paulie say something, bro, he's consistent. You know what I'm saying? And I miss Paulie commentating too. So like, you know, people like to try to say Paulie ain't no fucking racist. Let's put that out there right now, bro. He's not racist. So let's cut that shit out. But sometimes Paulie can be a hater like Tim Bradley on certain fights when he don't like you. You know what I'm saying? If he don't like you, you gonna know Paulie don't like you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Canelo is one of them dudes that Paulie don't like.
So May 4th is the big mystery. Does May 4th still happen? Does PBC cave in and give Canelo what he's asking for? I mean, it's isn't it? And that's what another thing I don't understand. If he's owed that in the contract, how can you renege on that situation? Because Canelo's like, y'all owe me $35 million. I'm not going to fight for less than $35 million, guaranteed. You know what I mean? So I don't understand. What's the holdup? Is it guaranteed that $35 million? Is it pending an opponent? What's the verbiage in the contract that's actually holding this up? Because the boxing world is waiting to see if it's Benavidez, which it looks like it's not. Because clearly, if it was May 4th and on PBC with Benavidez, they would have given him the $35 million. They would have walked to his house and gave him the $35 million. So let's take Benavidez off the table. It's definitely not Benavidez because they would have gladly given it to him. And Canelo would not have taken $35 million to fight Benavidez. He would have actually renegotiated. So I don't believe at this point it is Benavidez, right? Because he would have asked for way more guaranteed. We're probably looking at over 60, 75 million guaranteed.
Yep.
Benavidez, right? So it has to be Charlo. It has to be Charlo. But they don't want to pay for Jamal Charlo. I mean, Jamal, I always mix them. They don't want to play for Jamal Charlo. And is this going to become a long drawn out thing in court where they sue each other now? You know, it's one of those things where I don't know what's going to happen at this point.
I don't think Canelo and Al Heyman to get to the point to where he got to go to court. I feel like they respect Canelo to the fact of when you get to this point, right, and you get to a stalemate like this, and then once you get down to that last fight as well, that last fight is a lot because now, you know, he can walk out the door, he can go back to match room, he can go back here, he can go there. It's like, okay, when you got somebody like Canelo to face a boxing, he pulling in the way he pulling in, you want to try to at least say, okay, what can we do to get 2 more fights? Okay, we got you for 1 more. What can we do for 2 more fights? So it got to be with that, and it got to be the opponent. It most definitely got to be the opponent that has a big part of this. Now, Jamal Charlo came out his own mouth and said that he haven't been in contact, or you know, he haven't had no information on him fighting Canelo. You know, he was out of town when he said those type of things. But sometimes you say that because you don't want to mess up negotiations. You don't want people to get to run around screaming this and screaming that. So we have to wait on that, and then we got to understand and see, is Canelo trying to, you know, draw up a new contract with PBC? You know what I mean? Because, hey, when the well is full, get as much as you can. So, you know, with this situation, it's like, are they trying to negotiate some for another 3-fight deal? And like you say, Norbs, catch Benavidez next year or something like that. So you know, with these type of things in boxing, bro, boxing is a tricky business, fam.
Yeah.
This one of the most trickiest business, if not the trickiest business out there, because boxing is like no other sport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to this point and you got the face of boxing right there, the big man right there sitting down and you doing business, and the business has been great. You know what I mean? Like I said, we haven't had no complaints out of PBC and Canelo until we come down to this last fight. And it's like, damn, who do we got here to fight? Because the list ain't that long
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you say, it's either Charlo, Benavidez, or like I say, Jaime Munguia is right there in the mix. But it's like, how do Jaime Munguia mix with PBC? And you know what I mean? Unless right, they do got Canelo as a PBC fighter, and now they just looking for a fight for him, and they feel like Jamal Charlo won't be as entertaining or won't generate as much as the Jaime Munguia fight
Yeah.
for Cinco de Mayo. So I probably can see it that way as well, North, to where, okay, we still can pull in our money off of Canelo and we just do business with getting him an opponent. So now he's our fighter. We'll get him an opponent. And, you know, when you got somebody like a Jaime Munguia, you don't have to pay Jaime Munguia that much because he'll be making his biggest payday with Canelo. So now they do reap the benefit back with a Mexican versus Mexican on Cinco de Mayo. So that could be part of the deal, the situation. But I'll still sit and wait to see, you know, to get more information to see how that play out.
Is it possible you think that PBC is not trying to allow Canelo to become a free agent to negotiate with a Matchbox and bring up the price? Maybe it's a ploy to say, hey, let's get a deal done now before you become a free agent, because now that once he gets to become a free agent, then it's a situation where everyone's going to be throwing a name in the hat because everybody knows what fight they want. And if they can get, if they can get that Benavidez fight, I think the zone, I think a lot, I mean, Matchbox will pay. I think a lot of people would pay top dollar for the fight, and maybe it's a ploy to get a deal done now. So it just sucks because Canelo definitely has given him who he wants for May 4th. He clearly can't announce it, and we're pretty much stuck with now. Is it going to happen? We're about to be in March. We got April, May, so we got about 2 months, right? Canelo's already been back in camp. Jamal Charlo's in Cancun somewhere. So Jamal Charlo. So I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, man. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Canelo's going to do. I just got my Canelo T-shirt in the mail. I just got it. I ordered my Canelo T-shirt. Got a blue with the gold CA. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready. I'm supposed to be going to the May 4th fight. I just don't know who the hell he's fighting at this point.
It's gonna be somebody. That's one thing we do know because he fighting May 4th for sure. Like that's signed, sealed, and delivered. So it's gonna be somebody, and they gonna get a deal done before then. So, like we say, when we go down the list and we looking at the landscape, it's not that long, man. And like I say, Jamal Charlo can say he in Cancun, right? But is he really? Is the question. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you never know in this business. So, but with Jamal, I don't think he, like, where he at mentally, right? And I say this, I'm gonna say this too. I always say that Jamal Charlo gives Canelo a good scrap because of his jab and how long and lengthy he is. Even though I got Canelo stopping him right around the 9th or the 10th round, but his offense is good. His defense didn't look too good his last fight. His offense looked good. And a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, he need 1 or 2 more fights for Canelo." No, man, you don't. You got now. You know what I mean? You came back. You got to fight. That's a training camp. I look at it as training camps. Now you go have your best training camp, and you got Canelo. These opportunities don't come around too much. So once you got a chance to get Canelo in the ring, right? You and your brother make that Canelo payday, get an opportunity to beat him. You got to take advantage of it. So if Jamal Charlo has an opportunity to fight Canelo and he pass it up, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh man, this, that, and the third, because you had an opportunity, bro, right there at your doorstep that a lot of other fighters praying to get. So if you let that opportunity slip, you know, blame yourself.
If he announces Jamal Charlo for May, how critiqued, how many people, how many times are we going to hear Timothy Bradley talk about how Canelo is ducking? How bad do you think he's going to get if the announcement is Jamal Charlo?
I mean, listen, it can't get no better than what it already is. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, people go say what they want to say, but they go watch. You feel me? They go say what they want to say, but they go watch. And if you're not a hater, you go click the button and battle pay-per-view because it's still a good fight. Like I say, when we seen Jamal in his last fight against Jose Benavidez, he looked good for us, the offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just about him working on his defense. He's still undefeated. Now he's coming up to face Canelo Alvarez. You know, the other brother to Jamel Charlo, right? Got a storyline behind it. So it's like they go critique anyway. So that's why I say Canelo been in the game so long, he understand that. But when it comes down to the press conferences, when it comes down to the training camp, and then especially fight night, they ain't gonna be able to help themselves. So they can say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
it's my
definitely tuned in. I'm
yeah.
definitely gonna be tuned in for that.
Tim Bradley, he had a fucking a gimme career, so he better be happy that he got them Pacquiao fights, and he got a gift to where he was able to get a second and a third fight. So ain't nobody giving a damn about what no Tim Bradley talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
he came out as he went as far as to say that Canelo's just sluggish and predictable, and I'm like, damn, dog, you're not gonna give Canelo no credit to him?
no credit,
not one, like nothing. Like, does he do anything well? Does he have a chin? Can he punch? What can he do? Like the way he was speaking about Canelo, I was just like, yo, dog, like, come on, you're a commentator. You got to be a little more professional. Like, listen. There's guys I don't particularly like, but you gotta give them credit for what they do.
There you go. You gotta
Like
put
the
your
way he
feelings
spoke,
aside.
the way he spoke on Canelo, it was like Canelo's just garbage. And I got this guy over here calling Canelo a duck. It's just crazy that the guy with the best resume in boxing is considered. A lot of people calling a duck, but nobody wants to call out. I can guarantee you this guy loves Gervonta Davis. I can guarantee you E. Dr. King loves Gervonta Davis, and we're gonna see Gervonta Davis fight. I don't know who in his next fight. Like.
Tank is my guy too, man. North. We can't don't take too much now.
Oh no, I'm gonna get on Tank. I'm sorry. I know Tank's your guy, but Tank ain't fighting nobody. I don't care what you say. But now his biggest fight right now has been against Floyd Mayweather. Let's talk about that. What's going on between Floyd
and Tank?
Is it cool to call him Tank or Gervonta Davis? I know he changed his name. I don't know what's going on with that.
Why he? I don't know.
I'm never gonna be.
I ain't even Gervonta or Tank. That's what I'm calling him.
Yeah, because his name is a little more confusing. Muhammad Ali, I can rock with that. You know, it's smooth.
Right.
This guy's name, he fucked me up with that one.
Abdul Wahid Abdul, one of them.
Oh, he sounds like a basketball player. He sounds like right now. I'm not even gonna lie. But I've been seeing video after video of Mayweather and Gervonta going back and forth. In fact, Gervonta, there's a video or somebody said that Floyd was trying to punish Gervonta by giving him the fight with Lomachenko, almost to say like he would lose. What's the skinny on that situation?
With that situation now, the okay, first let's touch on the Lomachenko situation, right? When people was talking about Floyd's gonna give Tank Lomachenko, at that time, like they get into it, right? We know Floyd and Tank, they known to get into it.
Yeah.
So that shit is just inevitable. Somewhere down the line, we know they go beef. So at the time in the midst of their beef, you know, that's the first time they really got into a big beef to where it's spewed out into the public. You know, Tank he wasn't feeling Floyd, right? As he said, Floyd was, you know, he wasn't doing his job, and Al Heyman controlled the career, like Al Heyman controlling his career now. You know, Floyd got pissed off at things of that nature, and Floyd like, you know what? I'm gonna put him in the ring. I'm gonna make the fight happen with Lomachenko. So if he was to win this next fight and Loma win this next fight, I'm gonna get Todd the Buff on the phone, and we gonna make and Tank like, man, you can't make me fight nobody. Whoever try to get me to fight, I ain't gonna fight. Al Heyman run my career. And in the mix of that, people may look like, oh, he's scared Tank with Lomachenko. He's scared Tank ain't afraid of Lomachenko. Tank wanted to fight Lomachenko. Trust me, I got video of Tank saying I'll fight Loma, just make sure my money right. But that was Floyd who didn't want to fight with Lomachenko because he didn't want to do business with Top Rank at the time, right? He wasn't rocking with Bob Byrne. We all know the situation with that. But at this time, when you mad at Tank, now you say you want to get him to fight with Lomachenko because you feel like Loma, you know, was going to beat Tank or whatever the situation was. But then he came out and said the fight ain't taking place. So they just let you know Floyd be up and down. But right now, their situation is, right, with Floyd showing Ryan Garcia the sparring footage of him rocking Devin Haney, right? And Tank want that footage. He want the sparring footage to show the people him whipping Devin Haney in that sparring session or rocking him, hurting him, and things of that nature. And to show the people that Floyd was helping Devin in the sparring session. You know what I mean? Because Tank came out and said whenever he was getting the best of Devin in the sparring, Floyd would come over, he'll grab his hands, he'll stop him from punching and things of that nature. So, you know, he want the sparring session, and Floyd don't want to release the footage, you know what I mean, for whatever reason. But at the same time, it's just another situation for them to have a dispute. Like, like I say, somewhere down the line, they never go be able to just be on the smooth selling until maybe they get grown or Tank is out of the box, whatever the situation is. But they always gonna have something going. But right now, Tank want that sparring section. He wanted to be released to him, and I guess he want to show the people.
It's kind of weird because, and this is just being honest, they've had so much back and forth that it's scary, right? But I don't believe. I think they're gonna have a big crash out. To be honest, I just feel like the egos. It's just not good business. But the footage. Let's talk about the footage. Devin Haney put out on Instagram that he got $20,000 for the footage. Whoever got the footage, and from the people that I heard got the footage, one of them is Ellie Setback. Apparently, he was there because Ellie's literally fucking everywhere. I don't even know how he does it. To be honest with you, he's every gym, everything, and from the footage, Adrian Broner had spoken on it, and he said that Devin was 18 years old. He was a kid.
17.
17. Gervonta Davis hurt him really bad. Like he lumped, and this is from Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner says that he basically he went over like he hit him and he jumped in the ring and stopped Gervonta from hurting him. Now Bill Haney's been very vocal about it. He says that did not happen. Devin Haney saying it did not happen. What's the actual that that's actual accurate? They did spar pretty much, yeah. But did he get hurt? What actually happened? And if he's saying, I want the footage, is he willing to actually put it out?
That's my thing. What do you want the footage to do with it? Tank want the footage to put it out. Devin want the footage to do what with it? So now when I'm thinking about it, I believe Adrian Broner. Like I really do. Listen, Bill Haney lies, bro. Bill Haney one of the biggest lies.
Watch out with Bill Haney. That's my guy.
Bill Haney lies his ass off. Man, Bill went at it on my show. Listen, I got respect for Bill and what he do for his son. I got respect for what he do for his son out there promote. You know what I mean? Like I say, this boxing business it's the hurt business. So, you have to do what you got to do to get out there. And plus, Devin ain't a big talker like that because Bill go do all the talking, but he keeping his son relevant, right? And it works, right? It's just like Danny and Angel, so it works. But my thing is, Bill does a lot of lying, bro, and we caught Bill in this lie so many times. The thing is people real enough to tell Bill Haney when he's talking bullshit? Because you'll ask Bill a question, and Bill will take you all around the world before you answer that question. And then when you get to the question, he's a smooth, slick talker, man. But the situation with the sparring is, I believe Adrian Broner, bro. I believe that he hit him with a shot, and by him being 17, like AB said, we'll get in trouble. He's not a professional. So if Tank was to hurt him in the ring or do something to him in the ring, that falls back on all the grown-ups in there. But now, credit, his father is in there, things of that nature, to where the sparring did continue, right? The sparring continued, and they said that, by Devin being in better shape, Devin started having success as the fight went on. But with that, Floyd's in the ring as well, and like Tank said, Floyd's in the ring, and he's helping Devin, because at that time, you got to remember, Floyd wanted to sign Devin, not Tank. He wanted to sign Devin, so he's looking to sign Devin. So, you got to protect who you looking for. So, not knowing that Tank was going to be as big as bad. But, we want to see the footage. I want to see the footage now. But, Ryan Garcia came out and confirmed that he rocked him and hurt him. And Ryan ain't got no reason to lie at all.
Ryan was there? Or Ryan seen the footage?
No, Floyd showed him the footage.
Oh, that's
Ryan said, Floyd showed me the footage. Boy, I seen Tank rock you, boy. You was hurt. You ain't see the run there with Ryan and Devin?
I see that shit, but that shit looks staged, man.
But still what he was saying though, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to what Ryan was saying, but you know what I mean? It did look staged a little bit. They did some badass acting too. Yeah. But with him saying that Floyd showed him the footage of him getting rocked, that was the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, and Devin never denied it. He said, well, I beat Tank ass, but I'm gonna beat your ass. It's like, okay. So now with that being said, Tank like, what do you mean? You showing the tape? What they say on Minute to Society North?
Yeah.
Man, quit showing the fucking tape, man.
It comes off as listen, if Gervonta and me have that relationship, right? Floyd calls him his little brother, and then you show him the tape of him, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you show, like, it kind of does show a little, apparently it helps Gervonta, but it does look kind of grimy on both parts. And then, Haney came out and was like, Floyd is hating on him and he doesn't want the fight to happen, whatever with Haney, whatever it is. But I mean, I do find it interesting. I do want it to happen. I think I don't think it's going to happen for a while. I don't think they're going to come to an agreement. I don't think, especially with Devin going up in weight and gaining clout to where he's not going to have to sign that rehydration clause. I think that's going to be the key. The more clout that he's going to get, he's going to beat Ryan Garcia. Let's be honest. We all know he's going to beat Ryan Garcia. He's going to beat him. I
edge him, but I give Ryan a shot. I'm going to tell you right now.
I don't give Ryan a shot. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what. Ryan is not mentally there. He's out here dropping rap albums. He's out here putting out divorce papers the day he has a kid with his wife. He's switching trainers every week. I mean, I know he's going to go back to James again for this one. I don't think he's mentally there. I watched a video of Ryan giving a tutorial on how he does his hair. Like, I don't think Ryan Garcia gives two shits about boxing like he should be at this point. And Devin eats, shits, sleeps boxing. And his style is not good for Ryan. He's going to keep him away. I don't think he knocks him out. I think he beats him, and I think he beats him unanimously in an impressive fashion. And that's going to slow up the Gervonta fight because now he has more clout, so he doesn't have to sign as much bullshit that they're going to make him sign. That's just me. But I can see that you disagree with me at this point.
See, this is the thing about Devin and Ryan. See, a lot of people, they like Ups. They think Ryan don't take boxing serious. I disagree with that, bro. I just think because of Ryan.
So you bought his album.
He has other things that he get paid off of that it look like he don't take boxing serious. But Ryan is very serious about his craft, bro. Like, people are trying to discredit Ryan, but I put Ryan right in the same category as Devin, Shakur, Tank, and Tio, right? I put him up there. Okay. Now, do we have the skills like some of them dudes? No. But what Ryan do have, bro, and that you got to be blessed with, and that is very scary, is speed and power. That's a deadly combination, right? Absolutely. So when I look at Devin, and if you go back and look at Devin, when you have somebody like Devin and you fight somebody that's going to fight him, right? Devin tends to gas out in the championship rounds. He does in every big fight that he's been in. And if it's somebody that got some skills, Devin start gassing at the end of the fight to where you can touch him. And I feel like Ryan is going to be in the fight to where he's going to fight Devin, right? And I feel like if you can get Devin to use his legs, because Devin defense is not that spectacular. His defense is his legs. And he like to get in, he like to get out. If he can keep you on the outside and get in and get out, it's a hard night for anybody. Don't give a damn what your name is.
He has a lot of size.
If you leave him on cruise, if you let him get on cruise control. But if you force him to sit down, because as you say, mentally, Devin is still mentally young himself to where he worries about punching. You know, people can get under his head, oh, you can't punch. And he like to prove that he can punch. So if he get caught up in that mix, thinking like, okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fight Ryan instead of boxing, and you give Ryan a chance to use that speed and power. Because if you look at Ryan Norbs, Ryan like to aim for the temple. He don't aim for the chin. That's one thing Ryan does great. He try to knock your equilibrium off instead of trying to just knock you flat out on the chin. And with Devin, he give you an opportunity to land that shot, especially down the line. So if Ryan could just stay disciplined, because I'm gonna be real, I edge Devin as well. I do edge Devin to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? I got him winning, you know what I mean, on the scorecards. But with that being said, Ryan don't have to be afraid of the pop from Devin. Now, I think he got some sting. I don't think he got that power that make you say, ooh, I got to be mindful of that one-shot power. Yeah. So that will give Ryan a little credibility going forward. So, and plus they know each other. They fought 6 times in the amateurs. I know that's the amateurs, but you have some type of sense of what you're looking for in Devin Haney. So,
and apparently Ryan hurt him in the amateurs.
Yeah. So when that fight take place, bro, like Ryan is gonna have some confidence, bro. And these type of fights, they get Ryan up. Like once you get in training camp, they get him up. And I think he got the right man in Derrick James. And like you say, do switch trainers, but he got the right man in Derrick James to prepare him for somebody like a Devin Haney, bro. And you got Frank Martin over there who you cool with, who want to help you out, right? You got the other boy over there. I can't get his name right now, but he up and coming now. I can't get his name. So he got the right people over there to help him out for this fight. I'm quite sure Frank is going to be part of that sparring session for Ryan Garcia. So it's like if you can get somebody that can box, and Ryan, if you can just stay focused, bro, use your speed, and if you can catch Devin on that tempo and hurt him, because he could get hurt, then it's going to be very interesting.
Listen, I agree with everything you say, right? I've seen Devin get rocked, and he didn't, he recovered, but he didn't take it too well, right? My biggest concern is not Ryan Garcia's ability. It's not. I believe he has all the tools to win the fight. Mentally is where I question Ryan Garcia. I do not believe that he's there mentally. And it's just his behavior. Bro, imagine you just had a kid with your wife. You announce it on social media the following day that you're divorcing them. That's not something that a normal person does. Then you're in the studio talking about music. Bro, I don't ever want to hear that from an athlete. Yeah, I'm about to drop an album. I'm making music. Bro, I don't want to hear none of that shit. It's just to me, it seems like his and I don't know if I don't know Ryan personally, but he's to a point where he's made it to where he's at. And it's hard to tell somebody that's made $41 million last year.
That's true.
Something that he doesn't know. So that's where I'm concerned. In regards to skill set, I believe Ryan's up there actually with all of them. To be honest, he has one knockout puncher. He can go to the body. He's quick as shit. But I'm not gonna front and say I wasn't concerned when he was doing that shoulder roll in the last fight. I don't know what the hell. It looked like a chicken roll, not a sausage.
It was an egg roll, right? It was. Like he was doing an egg roll out there.
Yeah, like I didn't know what he was doing. Now that's what concerns me. Now on the other hand, I think Devin is very focused. I think Devin has handpicked Ryan Garcia. He knows what he can do against Ryan. I don't think Devin went out. I don't think he's going to look to fight Teofimo. I think Teofimo's way dangerous, but he understands the value that Ryan Garcia brings to the table. It's a big name. Somebody that brings in $41 million and you believe you can beat him and you're going to take that clout from him, that's a big move. So it's more so his mental state is what concerns me about Ryan Garcia, to be honest with you.
But that's why I say he has the right trainer in Derrick James, because we got to think about it.
Last fight. Yeah, Derrick James last fight.
But this is the thing, though. See, they haven't locked in yet, right? So now it's still checking out, but they haven't locked in right now because the fight is in April, right? What's this, February?
April 20th, I think.
April 20th, April, May. So now I promise you this, Noah. When it's time to lock in and it's time to go to camp, right? Because it's going to come up. Don't get me wrong, they training, but when it's time to lock in, bro, it's gonna be 100% focused on the task at hand. So that means you getting away from the situation with the wife, the kids, all this shit getting shut down for this big time fight, because Ryan understand this fight. He understand the moment that he's in right now. You finna fight Devin Haney, you have to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. You understand that, this is a big fight. If you lose it, what people gonna say about you. So you have to bring your all to this game, right? You have to lock in and get ready for arguably your career right now. Because right now in this fight, your career is based on this fight right now. So Ryan Garcia is gonna lock in, bro. Like I say, people sleep on Ryan being locked in and things of that nature, like he don't take it serious. Ryan still love the sport of boxing. It's just that he's making money doing a lot of other shit. It could look like he's distracted, things of that nature. So I get what you're saying with everything that he's going through. That could affect the person. I'm not gonna say it could, because we've seen it affect Tio in the George Kambosos fight. So I'm not gonna say that it can't affect you. But like I say, when you got the right people in camp with you that's locking you in for this fight, they can tell you, man, look, you have to forget about this shit for 3 months. Give me 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Your best 3 months, and then you deal with all that. Because right now, so-and-so is on the line. Now, like you say, to have somebody like Ryan, 40+ million, even his last trainer, my man, he couldn't even control him. He say Ryan trains himself.
Oh,
Joe Goosey, yeah, but Derrick James got that type of training because money ain't the motive. It don't move him, because I had the best of the best. I got men who made that type of money, and Earl Spence. I had Anthony Joshua. So it comes down to you just being ready, man, understanding that this is your career. What do you want? So it's all about just getting him to lock in, bro. And like I say, I do edge Devin, and Devin is going to be 120% prepared for this fight because he feel like he can beat him. But when we looked at Ryan last fight and Oscar Duarte can punch, man. He ain't no pillar puncher. You know what I mean? So when you see Ryan balled up like that, that's to try to block them hard ass shots coming. Devin don't hit that hard like that. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm taking Devin look power away, but that's just a different type of game plan you got to come in with. Now Devin gonna be moving and shit like that, but sometimes, like I say, you get Devin to come forward, it can play into Ryan Garcia's hand. So it's gonna be very, very interesting, bro. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm giving Ryan all the credit in the world. Plus, I'm a Ryan Garcia fan, if y'all can tell, right? I
like Ryan too. I like Ryan. I just don't like him putting lotion in his hair and doing tutorials. I'd rather see him in the gym, man.
Yeah, so hey, a man got to make his money, man. Got to make your money. You feel me?
Floyd Mayweather had just came out and said he got paid $4 million for Manny Pacquiao mentioning his name, and he was very upset. I don't know how upset I would be if someone mentioned my name and then I was handed $4 million, I mean, just being honest, right? I don't want to see the rematch. I don't care that it's a, what is it called?
Exhibition.
Exhibition. I hate the fact that, listen, I don't care if you fight exhibitions against every Japanese fighter that you fought, but not Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
I don't want to see the Manny Pacquiao rematch anyway. But the fact that it's an exhibition to me is an insult to a lot of fans that are out there that love Manny. And Manny's still trying to fight. He said he wanted to fight, I think, Gervonta Davis. He said he'd come back and fight Bud Crawford. Mm-hmm. What's your take on this Manny comeback, the Floyd beef that he's upset? Well, I mean, how do you feel about that?
First of all, like you said, if a man mentioned Monty Brown TV and motherfucking Norbs, and they gave us $2 million apiece, continue to mention our names. You know what I'm saying? Floyd's one of the biggest narcissists in the world, man. I love the dude. That's my GOAT, bro. But Floyd, man, his ego, man, it's like, okay, I get it, being cocky and being confident, but boy, you on a Michael Jordan level sometimes. Like, y'all some arrogant son of a guns, boy, when y'all want to be. With Manny Pacquiao, though, man, I don't know what it is about Manny and him just don't want to let it go. Like, I don't know what goes through Manny's head when he wake up in the morning, like if this like is the only thing he can do. Like, Manny, man, you a icon in the sport. You can go do anything you want to do, bro. Celebrity, you got to run for president of your country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You straight in politics. There's so much that you can do out there, but you still would play around in this sport and play around with your life. We seen what happened in the Ugas fight. You laying on Jinky chest, she feeding you soup, bro. So I don't know what it is about him and his game to where he don't want to let it go, Norris, but he got to, bro. He got to. Now him saying he'll come back and fight Terrence Crawford, fight Gervonta Davis, fight Floyd in the goddamn exhibition about to try to, you know what I'm saying, get some of that money. Manny, what is it? Is you going broke? Which I highly.
There's no way he's going broke.
Yeah, that's why I say I highly, don't believe that. But it's just, bro, he got to find a way to say, I got to do something different with my life. Even your son out here boxing now. You can be training your son, trying to make him better. But, it's just, maybe it's that spotlight noise. Maybe it's just something in him to where, he feel like he want to, get back in and get a W or something like that. But he got to let it go, bro, because nobody want to see you in the ring no more, man. Especially you been the icon you is, bro.
And then the thing with Manny is, I remember at one point, and I don't know how, I remember like years ago, they said that he was a threat to get Parkinson's. And he's, Manny, I read this like years ago. And he ended up coming back still regardless, but it's not like he's going to fight some Joe Schmo scrub and then end with a defeat or end with a win. He's talking about fighting Bud or Tank. That's insane.
Motherfucking punches.
I mean, listen, I give him a lot of credit in regards to the fact that he just doesn't want to leave and fight just anyone. But, dog, there's nothing left to accomplish. He's literally top 5 fighters to ever live. The only 8 division fucking world champion. Like, I mean, it's just, to me, it's disappointing. And if I was Gervonta or Bud, I wouldn't fight him. I would refuse to fight. I know it's going to be a lot of money, but I would say no, bro. Like, you're literally going to possibly put this man into an early grave. Boxing is something that you don't play. You know what I'm saying? You can die. A couple weeks ago, that kid died. The Japanese kid passed. Like, bro, like, what is Manny has nothing to prove. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I don't want to see it. I think at some point in boxing or these sports, they have to kind of limit you, man. Boxing is a head-driven sport where there's a lot of head contact, a lot of whatever, and CTE is big, right? In football, they protect those guys. The problem with boxing, they barely got insurance. They're paying for their own stuff. There's no one really commissions these guys, and I think everything is driven by money, and Manny brings money in. So, to me, I think somebody should step in and not allow him to fight. Like, it's just one of those things where Manny has done too much and means so much for his country, for the sport of boxing, to go out there and risk it, especially against these top-tier guys. And I was kind of sad to hear they was coming back, but it just seems like he just cannot let it go. I think it's the competitor. I don't think it's the money. I think it's the way he went out when he fought Ugas or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's it. You know, I don't, and you couldn't beat Ugas, right? Ugas clearly beat you, right? You think he's gonna beat Terrence Crawford?
Exactly.
I mean, Gervonta. It's just one of those things, man, where the memories of watching this man just go run through people. I think he should just stick with that. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, somebody just wrote, "Why doesn't it be a boxing coach?" It's hard to be a boxing coach, especially when you're that great, right? When you're a Manny Pacquiao, and I'm a football guy, right? I was watching this video with Lawrence Taylor, and they asked Lawrence Taylor, "As great as you are, you're known as the greatest defensive player to ever play the game. Why didn't you ever get into coaching?" And Lawrence Taylor turned around and said, "Because I'd be coaching these guys like if I was coaching myself, and they can't do what I could do." And I think that's the thing with boxing, like having a guy like Manny's coaching, he's going to coach you almost as if he's coaching himself. And there's not a lot of people, nobody fights like Manny Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. His awkwardness, his speed, multiple angles, I've seen him throw a double punch. I've never even seen some shit like that before. So it's a different ball game, man. I think Manny is just the ultimate competitor, but I mean, they can risk your life. You got a lot of kids. I wouldn't even want my kid boxing. Like, his son shouldn't be boxing. I mean, listen, be a politician, be anything, you know? Somebody said, nope, if I'm Tank or Bud, I'm cashing Pakman. Of course. But they're making enough money, bro. You're talking about people's lives. Money cannot take somebody's life. And I got to see Muhammad Ali, right? So at the end of his age, you know, like, bro, he was literally like just shaking everywhere. I remember Mike Tyson being hurt by that, by who was it that beat him? That Tyson took it out on him. It was like, yo, you know, you should have never fought him. Larry Holmes. So when Larry Holmes ended his career, Mike Tyson took it personal and pretty much did what he did, because, you know, these guys are our heroes. And I think it comes a point where you should just, even if you're a boxer, I don't care how much money it is, like, yo, bro, like, this man has a family. And I think boxing should step in and not allow Manny back in the ring, especially when you had, you know, injuries to the brain, bro. Like, I get it. Manny wants to continue to do it. And, you know, a lot of people have midlife crisis. My dad had a midlife crisis. He's got a fucking motorcycle and a ponytail in his mid-40s. I don't know why, but that's what he did. Maybe that's what Manny's going through. You know what I mean? Manny sees everything. Like, he definitely doesn't need the money. He made $135 million when he fought Floyd. He lived in the Philippines. You know, for $1,000, you got a mansion.
That's $1 billion over there.
Yeah, like, it doesn't have to do with the money, man. And Manny, man, if you're out there, please don't. I mean, if you don't come back, man. I love Manny. You know what I mean?
Me too.
And I wouldn't fight him. I just wouldn't do it, to be honest with you.
I agree with everything you said. No, I feel like it should be a threshold, man, or it should be an age limit where they cut them off. But like you say, in this sport with these promoters, right? Because promoters are the biggest slime bags, scumbags on the planet Earth, bro.
Really?
And I'm going to be a promoter in the future, so I might be talking about myself too. So I get what's going on in the game. But when they come back, bro, and they see that they can make $1 off you, they don't give a damn. They really don't. All they care about is filling their coffins up, and that's why Canelo figured that out with Oscar De La Hoya, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're looking at the situation, right, and don't get me wrong, we go hand in hand now, because, you know, they got to get their bridge. But when I'm looking at Manny, bro, and you're at the age you're at, like you said, no, if you made the money you made, the accolades, 8 divisions, man. Do y'all understand?
108 pounds to 147. That's absolutely insane. That's
insane, bro. Yeah. You won titles with 8 divisions.
And was KOing people. He wasn't just beating them in 12 rounds. He was knocking people out.
Retiring people. Yeah. I'm talking about viciously.
Yeah.
They can say, oh, he was a cheater. He was on this. The man never got caught for anything.
No.
Never got caught for anything. Clean slate, right? So, you know, he moving up, knocking people out, man. Beat Antonio Margarito into a pope. It's like you have all these legacy. Cotto, like you did Cotto the way you did Cotto. You want to be cloudy, like the Marquez battles, the Eric Morales, Oscar De La Hoya. I'm talking about beating the brakes off of. I'm like, I mean, you got a legacy out here. Why destroy that by not knowing when to call it quits, bro? And people be like, well, these fights, they don't count because he did this. But like Norm say, y'all say it doesn't count, but taking that type of punishment because people not gonna play with you once you get into the ring. You Manny Pacquiao out here, bro. You still trying to knock somebody's brains out their head, so they come to hurt you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And you ain't as fast as you used to be. Your body don't react the way it used to be. And you know what I mean? The older you get, the more your body start breaking down. So you want to get into the ring and play with these young bulls, and they hit you the wrong way, and you find yourself like fucking Pritchard Cologne, man. I pray that, you know, he get even better, but or even more like Patrick Day. Rest in peace to Patrick Day. We got fighters out here dying left and right. So where you just don't know. Now, we're not saying these things are going to take place, but at the same time, you don't want to risk that, man. And like you said, with Parkinson's and CTE is real, man. You get CTE, people commit suicide off CTE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of shit that goes on with CTE that if y'all do y'all research, so it's like now, like, man, you need somebody in your corner to tell you no, 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 instead of people being yes mans all day. And like you say, North, in this sport of boxing, man, there should be a cutoff line to where when you turn, you know, a certain age, bro, because everybody not gonna pull a goddamn George Foreman to where you in your 40s, and come back and become world champion. So it should be some type of cutoff age, bro, to where you can't fight certain fighters, or at least if you will come back, you got to fight somebody in their 40s. Like, you got to be somebody on the same playing field or the same age. So, you know, it's just like, man, you got to know when to call it quits. And like you say, that competitive nature. Okay, you can be competitive, bro, but to a fault. Like, you got to understand, Manny, bro, you're not old. I mean, sorry, you're not young. And what happened to you with Ugas can get way worse, bro. It can
especially
get
with
way
a puncher like
risky.
Especially with a puncher like Davis or Crawford. Somebody was like that.
So mean. Terrence Crawford so mean. And you know, he always wanted that Manny Pacquiao fight, and it didn't come to fruition. But he's so mean, bro. Like, he don't give a damn. He get you in the ring, he gonna try to embarrass the fuck out of you. So it's like, man, you better watch it, dude.
And people don't realize too, Manny by stature is not a big guy. So you know he's coming back at like 147 around there. He's not a big guy.
To look north, to say you can come back and fight Gervonta Tank Davis and you got to go down, that says it all right there.
No, absolutely. And listen, man, like Manny, I don't even want to see him fight Floyd for many reasons. But I just feel like you gotta quit when you gotta quit, man. And that's just what it is, man, to be honest with you. But you know, on that note, Monty, it was a good conversation, man.
Yes, sir,
we gotta do this weekly, man. Like, we gotta do this time, get people to come in, keep growing. You know what I mean? We're gonna definitely talk off the radio or off the show. But let them know where they can rock out with you, man. I'm gonna cut this off right here.
Okay, man. Y'all can follow me. Y'all can follow me right here on YouTube at Monty Brown TV, and y'all can follow me on Instagram at Monty the Writer, bro. Those the main two places I be at. Catch me on the gram or catch me right here on YouTube. I'm trying to get back to dropping my daily content on YouTube, and you know, I just be doing all type of stuff on Instagram, man. But I show fights too, y'all. So if y'all need somewhere to watch the fights, I show all the big fights right up on Instagram. Come on, slide through, watch me on live stream, and make sure y'all smash that like button for my brother Norris, man. And we will be doing more of these, you know, live streams to, you know, help grow the channel.
Matter of fact, we're gonna have to come back tomorrow. We got to talk about Berlanga's fight this weekend. We got to talk about. We're gonna do that tomorrow. But
yes, sir.
Berlanga, this is a big weekend for Berlanga. If he doesn't bring it,
I think he'll show. The thing about Berlanga that I hate, bro, and we're gonna talk about it tomorrow too. So I want to get out too much. I just hate the fact that he look ahead too much, Norris. He look ahead too much, and you know, when he got the kicking it with Snoop Dogg and things like that, you know, he got to saying, I'm gonna fight Canelo and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. He had 16 fights, first round knockouts. Like, I'm a fan of Berlanga, I like him. Don't get me wrong, but I just hate the fact that you look ahead too much. Like, stay in the moment. That's what all these fighters. If you don't win today, it's no tomorrow. Focus on one fight at a time. I don't care how many. Oh, you can fight this fighter. No, man. Focus on one fight at a time, because that man across from you, you might think he's a bum, but you his opportunity. Understand that. You his opportunity. So, you know, if you slip up, you know, your ass be finding yourself in the back of the bus.
Yeah. Well, all right, Monty. I'm going to holler at you, my brother.
Salute, my brother.
All right. We're going to end that.